Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Fizzy here. Today we're playing Bloodbath by Riot. No, actually, we're not. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna ramble with you today while we beat demons. Ramble with you while I beat demons. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright, alright, guys. So, here are some like the biggest robs in GD. So, my frames are higher now. Okay. I have to change my FPS. This is my FPS, yeah. And we're pretty much gonna slow down, so that way we are making it better per second. Alright guys, so here's some of the biggest hackers in GD. So first we have Edormina, who was exposed for hacking Poltergeist and the Ultimate Phase. Which are amazingly good levels. Yeah, so that next up we have Cyclic, the maker of Sonic Wave. And he was known for making it amazingly top one. It's an amazing top one extreme demon. By the way, we have to give a shout out for today. We have Fresh Lake Water and XX Peppa Pig's Giot XX. What? What was that noise? You should check out their channels. Please. Huh? What the? This is weird. Alright, anyways, I'll link them into the description. So you can check out these gods of... So you can check out these godly channels. For tonight. I'm recording this at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up so early to record this. So, next up, we got the verifier of Slaughterhouse, Space UK. So, Space UK, was the absolute legend of Geometry Dash back in 2020. So, he started playing, back in 2020, which is a really short period of time to most other top players who have been playing to upwards to 8 years. Space was known for beating his first T-Man back a month after he started playing. That demon was Decode. He was known for so Decode is a really popular easy demon. It's known for having one of the tightest wave parts known to mankind. It's so small and you have barely any space. You only have a gap to fit in. A gap. His second demon was Windy Landscape, which was an insane demon at the time and was surprising to me at the time. So I started playing back to 2020 as well. I also started playing back in 2020 as well, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. So 2 players start playing in 2020. So his second demon was Windy Landscape. So then he got a 77% fail on Cataclysm, which was incredible. 77 was like the craziest thing ever known to man. And plus, his 4th demon was a level called Wazaretta, which is one of my favorite levels, even though I'm not able to beat this level. Even though I'm not able to beat it. I'm drinking Prime right now. And don't call me a glazer, I just like the taste. Yeah, he was one of the biggest frauds in GD. So after that, after Wazaretta, he beat his 5th demon as well, which was a level called the Golden. And it was insane at the time. It was the 2nd hardest demon in the game. But his most notable accomplishment was him verifying Slaughterhouse. Geometry Dash's number 7 hardest extreme demon in the game. And he was and it was the level to overtake Tartarus, the hardest extreme demon at the time. So after Tartarus got overthrown, it was like a top 1 for over a year before Tartarus came. It was top 1 for so Tartarus was a top 1 for over a year before Slaughterhouse came out. And it was in Slaughterhouse not only had its best level. And pretty much Slaughterhouse would stay unchallenged. And plus, whatever he said, people would agree with. And so next, there was some Tartarus people trying to kill Slaughterhouse. One of them being a level called Hard Machine, which I absolutely love, even though I wasn't able to complete it. I've seen it, and it looks amazing from the start. Oops. I keep forgetting to click. Plus, even more better, after that, he said it was not a top 1. So Space did the same thing with some other levels as well. Until there was a level harder than it. Acheron, Tartarus's older brother. Acheron was a level harder than Slaughterhouse in every way. And Space UK denied it. But after he was exposed, he he got tons of backlash, and I mean that in a bad way. He got a bunch of backlash. Alright, so first, now we're gonna talk about the hardest levels of GD. So, demons, so we have to go back a lot of years ago. Before demons were a thing in update 1.3, I think. So straight up, so there would be a rating system up to 9 stars, and someone wanted to make a level that was worth 30 stars when it could only be up to 9 max. That's when a project started coming on called Demon Park. Everybody hated it, even me at the time. Once I saw it, I don't know when this was, probably back in like 20. Oh wait, no. So I wasn't even born then. So when I saw this, people hated this level. Not because I played it. I was the creator of Demon Park because I wasn't even born when it came out. And plus, it got RobTop. In order to honor it, RobTop added the new demon difficulty in the next update. And plus, it was so good. And then little did RobTop know that there would be really difficult levels. So demons had to be at least not easy. There was 5 demon ratings. Alright, easy demon, medium demon, hard demon, insane demon, and extreme demon. So that's 5 in total. So there will be a really hard demon coming out later, which was called Element 111RG. Element 111RG was the hardest level at the time, the most brutal map ever. It would be incredibly non-challenged, and people thought it was the most brutal map ever, except there was a secret way hidden in the level. And if you didn't know, demons are not allowed to have secret ways. But the soon not so secret way was exposed. Element 111RG got derated. Its demon badge was provoked. Then the level got deleted by its creator for some unknown reason, actually. And then there's another level coming up onto the demon list. Bloodbath. Bloodbath was a level made back in update 1.9, and probably one of my favorites, seeing how good it looks. And pretty much it was set to verify by Riot. One of the most one of my favorite top players at the time. And it would be a lot harder, but Cyclic would also try to make another level as well. It was called, drumroll please, Sonic Wave. it was incredibly difficult. But RobTop refused to rate it without video proof. He needed video proof because RobTop. So, if you didn't know this, you need to beat the level in yourself in order to verify it, because RobTop doesn't want impossible levels onto the servers. And he was tired of it, so he refused to rate Sonic Wave. But he said Bloodbath was just fine because he had video proof of it. Bloodbath would soon be overtaken by Sonic Wave later into the years. It would then be overtaken by Sonic Wave, I think, at least. But and it would actually be up there for a long time. And it would get thousands and thousands and thousands. It would get a lot of updates. It would get 3 updates. One of them showing its dark blue. Its dark blue color. And the other one of it being an April Fool's joke. Sort of like a middle finger to its entire audience. But then RobTop unrated Sonic Wave. Wow, it's really sad. Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel bad for them to this day. They're not real. Well, I don't know why, but then it would be overtaken soon, and straight up after it would be overtaken, the level, remember Bloodbath? I was talking about it earlier. It had, well, a group of, so Quasar, who was the first person to beat Bloodbath, none other than Riot. Riot was like the one who verified it and is now the owner of the level. Now a group of players let Quasar, because he was the verifier of Bloodbath, be the verifier of a remake of it. And that straight flying, and took the straight flying and the ball part and updated it to the absolute extreme. It would never be overtaken. And the level was now called Bloodlust. I can't speak today. Bloodlust so Quasar was the verifier of Bloodlust. But, so he was originally meant to be the verifier, but he had constant hand pain, so he decided to give it up. And Nobaboy let him. Nobaboy was the owner of the level, and Nobaboy was going to let Quasar was no longer the verifier because of his hand pain. But and Nobaboy, and he would let Nobaboy carry the torch. He would soon carry the torch. And then, after that, he would get achieving new high records every few weeks. And this was a big deal. And he walked in. He wouldn't stop it. And pretty much, but there would be a lot of, while this was happening, there was some shifting around with the demon list. And then straight up after it would see that Arthur, I forgot the level's dang name. It's fudging crazy, to be honest. Sorry. Yep, I had to substitute a curse word because this channel is PG. So, and then after a few days, and pretty much it was hacked onto the servers. Luckily, Sonic was able to save the day and beat it legitimately. And pretty much Novaboy wasn't so far behind. Wait, Novaboy? Wasn't he supposed to be verifying Bloodlust? People said he wasn't a top player, but he wanted to prove them wrong by beating the level. It was a top 1. At the time. And then some people said he was able to do whatever he wanted. He should be able to do whatever he wanted. Others said he should take responsibility and lock in. After all, he was the verifier of this. So pretty much, it would be known for its insane difficulty, extending it by an entire minute. Then, after that, Novaboy, received 98. The grind grew longer, rage increased, and people were getting impatient and wanted the level now. But Krazen found a leaked copy of Bloodlust and started making fast progress. People wanted him to stop. After all, Novaboy was the verifier, but Krazen said, if he can't do it, I will. This was absolutely terrifying for Novaboy. And then he couldn't just prove everyone who doubted him right. He just couldn't. So he kept on trying. And Krazen would not stop trying to get Bloodlust verified. And it was terrifying for him. Luckily, everyone sided with Novaboy. And Krazen was overwhelming with fear. And then, all of a sudden, boom. Novaboy verified the hardest level in the game, Bloodlust. And this was a top 1 extreme demon. Nothing could overtake it. Oh, I love that little splash effect. Anyways, he decided, and all of a sudden, there was a sign that caught my eye, and it said sub to fresh like water, monkey. That's not what it said. It said download War Thunder, which is the word for our today's sponsor. War Thunder is a new free-to-play game that came out a lot. Just kidding, that's not our sponsor, don't worry. It is actually, drumroll please, our sponsor is Monster Energy. Monster Energy is probably one of the best drinks I've had. It has a ton of caffeine, able to keep me energized through the day. It tastes amazing. And you can have it with long-lasting energy and able to do anything for productive. Being incredibly productive while the time grows. Also, you can get their sample. You could also get It comes in cans and it tastes amazing. Link it. Thank you for Monster Energy for sponsoring today's video. Anyways, back to this video. So, Novaboy. So, it would be top 1 for a year before it would get overthrown by Zodiac. Zodiac was hacked onto the servers by its verifier, and it was the hardest extreme demon. Nothing could beat it. But luckily, Technical was here to save the day and beat it legitimately. I love how history repeats itself. But it wouldn't take... But top 1s don't stay there for long. There's always someone... But a few weeks after, Sonics was one to beat Bloodlust because they had the FPS bypass from MegaHack. And this tool was banned at the time because, you know, it was hacking. And even worse at the time. But straight up, they don't stay, yeah, so top 1s, they don't stay there for long. Because if someone is there to knock it off. So, what happened? So, Tartarus would overtake Zodiac. So, you know how, but Riot quit the scene back in 2017, but he would come back for one last secret project, Tartarus. And it was originally named Silent Akbar, but it's now called Tartarus. And pretty much from its age, it doesn't look the most attractive level you would see from a top 1. Like, I don't know why, but and plus Tartarus is the literal ancient Greek word for hell. And then it would be overwhelmingly hard. Plus, Riot hacked it onto the servers and it got raided. But it didn't get raided. It had to be verified by 2 people. And it was a race again to see who would verify it. And it was a race to verify it. One of them, and Molesy started making quick progress. Molesy, okay, not Wolsey. And people would drop it because it was so hard. And the other one being Dolphy, they both started making steady progress. He wanted Molesy to drop it, but Molesy didn't. He instead wanted Dolphy to drop it because he stuck with this level for years when it came out. And then after that, it got incredible. But Dolphy soon verified it in the summer. But and pretty much it would be incredibly difficult. And it would take a lot of time for it to get overthrown. Sonic Wave Infinity came out then, and the verifier beat it, but and the verifier said it was number 1, and people thought it was number 1, but when pros got their hands on it, they actually said it was number 3, which it exactly happened. And Abyss of Darkness was also a failed Tartarus killer. And people were edging to knock Tartarus off. People were wanting it to be knocked off for so long now. But in October, there would be a level that would finally overtake Tartarus as a Tartarus killer. It was Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse was the hardest extreme demon at the time, and not only was it harder than Tartarus, it was a wide jump ahead. It would not only overthrow it, and its ridiculous wave gameplay would fit its name. And then, after that, it would get raided, and Firework and Abyss of Darkness, I think it was one, Arcturus, yes, Arcturus, were all in a contest to see what was harder, and Slaughterhouse obviously was. And there was a group of elite players to verify it. One of them now being the infamous Space UK. But why do I say infamous? Well, after a week it was given to him, he beat it after a week. I'm crushing myself. And plus, not only did Slaughterhouse and Space UK, and it would take so long for it to get enthroned. One of them was Hard Machine, and it tried to overtake it, but Space UK said it was not a top one. And same thing with some other top levels, but when Acheron came, he said it was finally harder than Slaughterhouse. But a few days after, he said it wasn't. But straight up, we all know that he used Zbot to verify it after he was exposed for it. He would not have the top 1 spot anymore. But that's not where it stopped. There would be Acheron, Tartarus's older brother, and it overthrown it. And it was verified by the top player. Sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. Anyways, after that, it would get overthrown by Acheron, and people were like, "Wow, good job, Zoink, on verifying the hardest level." Well, see me do it again. What? Avernus, one of the second the 4th hardest level in the game. It was incredible. Avernus. It had fixed hitboxes, which made the level so miserable to play that no one had any notable records on it. It got so miserable. And it was like, wow, good job, Zoink. You want to see me do it again? What the fudge? And he actually did it. Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave was the new top 1 of GD. Then after that, it would take so long for it to get over. It would not get overthrown, but there is a level that will probably overtake Tidal Wave. Grief by Ice Cave. Ice Cave is a talented creator who made Slaughterhouse. But also, you guys should go check out XX Peppa Pig's Gia and Fresh Lake Water. That will be all for today. Goodbye. Mwah.